guys, it's Fletcher and welcome back to another video. Today we are in Spellbreak. Today we're going to be talking about the different types of gauntlets and sorceries in this game. Today we're also going to touch upon the classes a little bit, just to give you guys an idea and tell you guys what each weapon is for. And you guys may be wondering why I'm not going to be talking about the runes, and that is because there are so many runes that would require one whole video, but this video is about the weapons. And runes don't actually do any damage. They're either to make you invisible, teleport you, make you go farther, or stuff like that. So today, before we talk about the gauntlets and the sorceries, let's talk about the classes real quick. And some things may be popping up on screen, like pictures or text or whatever. So let's get into this. So there are a total of 6 classes. There are Frostborn, which is basically ice and stuff like that, which would actually be, let's see, would actually be this. So, Frost Gauntlet set in sorcery. For Pyromancer, the gauntlets and sorceries for that would be, which is the Fire Gauntlet and sorcery right over here. And then we also have 4 more classes, so there's a total of 6. There is Stone Shaper, which is basically this one. Right? Yeah, the stone set right over here, the stone set. And we'll show everything in a second. We also have a Toxicologist, which is right over here. It shoots like toxic stuff. We have lightning. We have Tempest. The lightning is called Conduit, and those are the 6 classes. So, right now, before we get into the main part of this video, if you guys enjoy, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And comment down below if you guys want to see some more Spellbreak and other games I should do. So, let's get started. So, the first class that we are going to touch upon, which is going to be the Stone Gauntlet. Now, we get a gauntlet and a sorcery for every single class. There are 6 classes. And the gauntlet is L2, and the sorcery is L1. The L2 for the, what's it called? The Earth one, which is basically the Stone Shaper, right over here. This. So when you hit L2, you go to the ground, and you do something like an earthquake type of thing. This can be good when you're in the sky, for example, and just want to jump down. And I'm pretty sure with each time you use the gauntlet, you gain 5 shield. I'm not sure how much, but that would be a different topic to cover, which is the skills for each class. But yeah, that's a different video. So for the gauntlet, for the Stone Shaper, this is what happens. It's like an earthquake type of thing. And then for the sorcery, it's basically a giant boulder that you throw. And in my opinion, it's pretty good because it has a big radius. So even if the boulder doesn't hit the actual person, it can still probably do some damage from the outer skirts. Now, for the next class in Gauntlet, we're going to be talking about the Fire Gauntlet, which is the Pyromancer. So we'll swap that. Now, with L2, which is the Gauntlet, you throw fireballs, which do pretty good damage if you can spam them. Right here I'm holding down my button and just spamming fireballs. And then with our L1, it's basically like a wall or block type of thing. When you throw it, it does a wall or block of fire, and it does damage over time, like 6 damage or something. Right here, yeah, 70, yes, 6 damage, pretty sure. It's pretty good. Now, for the fireball, let's do this. Let's test it on a dummy. It does pretty good damage, in my opinion. And let's see, what if we do on the side? It should probably do some damage. Yeah, it's not gonna directly hit, and it will still do some damage. Now, for the Stone Shaper, we forgot to cover something right over here. The damage. Now, for the Gauntlet, let's just review the damage real quick. Jump down here, L2, and then Oh, it's not working with us. There we go, 52 damage. In my opinion, anyone can be good at one gauntlet and be bad at the other, but in my opinion for this class it's kind of difficult, but that's just my opinion. And the next class we have is gonna be the Frostborn, which is the ice gauntlet basically, which I usually use that a lot. We have the R2, which is gauntlet, and it switches every time. Like say the ice, that's what I picked right when I loaded into the match. So with R2 you basically have like an ice crossbow, and then you can shoot it. It does like a ton of damage. And then over here the skills, that's a whole different thing for all the gauntlets and sorceries. Yeah. Then for the headshot, it does like 72, and then for the body, it does like 53, but it most likely changes on the skill level of your gauntlet and sorcery. Now, for another thing for this gauntlet is that when you shoot it, ice comes out of it on the ground, and then when you go on it, you can go faster. That makes it very, very good for getting to the circle and for trying to escape your enemies. Now, for the next class we're going to be talking about, which is Toxicologist. Basically, you get a toxic gauntlet, and oh, forgot to cover the ice one. So, oh, yep, I already have it. Wow, okay. So, R1 basically freezes them. If I'm pretty sure it either supposed to freeze them, or make it, or not let them use their weapons. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. So, let's move on to Toxicologist. With the gauntlet for Toxicologist, when you throw it, it does 25 damage as standard, because I don't have it upgraded right now. So, 46, 52 is a headshot. It still varies. And then for the body, it does like 46. Now let's test it from some range, right? Do that. It's pretty good, but in my opinion, it's kind of hard to hit when you don't have it leveled up. But once it gets leveled up, it gets way better. Now, let's wait for the sorcery to come back, and then we'll talk about that. So, we have the sorcery, which basically throws a cloud of toxicity, which is from the toxic. So when you throw it, it basically immerses a cloud of the toxic, and it does damage over time like the firewall, but as in a cloud. So let's move on to this next class. The next class is the Conduit, which is basically the lightning class, you can call it. So for this gauntlet, when you hit it, you basically need to spam it, in my opinion, to get a lot of damage. But the standard for this would be something like 9. So it's 14 headshot, and then 12 for body, but I'm pretty sure it has gotten 9 for. 9 is usually what I've gotten. And basically just spam it like a normal gauntlet. Yep, something like that. Let's test it one more time. Nope, that looks pretty good. Now let's talk about its sorcery, which is this. Basically, when you use the sorcery, it drops like a bolt of lightning, and it allows your opponent to not use their weapons for a certain period of time, like a few seconds or something like that. Now, we have 1 or 2 more classes left, I'm pretty sure. Let's get to the place. For the final class that we have, which is the Tempest. This is basically like a wind class. You have a wind gauntlet and like a tornado for the sorcery. For the gauntlet, it's pretty cool. You can spam it like the lightning one, but it has a higher speed, I'm pretty sure, and does possibly more damage, and it has some pretty good skill level buffs, I guess. For the tornado, which is the sorcery, when you use it, it's basically a tornado, does some damage, and it sucks you in, as you can see here. these are pretty good. So in this video we have covered all the weapons, the gauntlets, the sorceries. In future videos I'll talk about runes. The classes don't really need to have a full video for themselves. There's not much to talk about them. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button, smash the subscribe button, and make sure to turn on post notifications, and just comment down below what other videos you guys would like to see. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.